Today I'll be implementing the Stripe payment. So there are various ways to implement it. So we can use different packages to use, but in this tutorial we'll be using the Flutter Stripe package. Now I know if you want to implement the Stripe payment, you need a backend, but for now we don't have a backend, so I'm going to be doing everything on the front end. So I'll be doing everything on the mobile end, and we'll hit all the endpoints on the front end. So let me just put you through on how our package, the Stripe, the implementation is going to look like. So I just need to put the amount and then click on pay. So I've pre-designed the UI already. All we need to do is to integrate the Stripe payment, and then we have this, and then we'll put our card detail and make the payment, which is our $20. So now I will just have to go straight to the code. Thank you. So we'll be using the Flutter Stripe and the HTTP package. So currently I've installed both of them. So let me just go straight to my code. So let's go to the main, and I've created the UI already. All we need to do is just to implement the Stripe payment. First of all, in our main method, we'll add the publishable key. You can get this key whenever you create a Stripe account. A secret key and a publishable key will be given to you. So first of all, the publishable key, you add it to your main method, and then add this widget Flutter binding, and then you import the Stripe package and also the HTTP. So next, we'll try and create a payment intent. Normally, this is supposed to be done in the backend, but we are going to be implementing it in the front end since we don't have a backend. Mind you, you are not supposed to do this in your projects. This is just for tutorial purpose, because here, creating a payment intent, we have to like add the secret key, and the secret key is supposed to be secret, like the name implies. We are supposed to be keeping it in the backend where it's very secured. But for learning purpose, we will just do this here. So first of all, I'm going to create my payment intent. Payment intent. And first, we'll be passing our two parameters, which is going to be amount and also currency. And what we are going to be doing first is to wrap everything in a try catch. And in my try, I'm going to have my map, which I'm going to be, which is going to have a type of string and dynamic. Let's make it body. Sorry, my map is supposed to be capital letter. So we are going to have amount, a string of amount, then we are going to have see. Okay, so what is next now is we are going to be making a call. Okay, let me do this first. Okay. Now we are going to be making a call HTTP request with response. Yes. Okay, I'll wait. We're going to make it. Okay, we've now added our e-signals. Okay. I like to have to do this here instead. Wait, and then we'll do http dot post and create this. Then here dot pass. So let me just get the endpoint. This endpoint, you can get it from the website, the Stripe website. And we also pass in the body. So the endpoint requires amount field and currency field. So we are going to pass in body, which is this over here. We'll also pass in there is okay. We'll pass in the header too. So let me just copy what I have here. This is the header. So the header now, we are going to be, we'll first start with bearer and then add our secret key. And then we also add this. Mind you, this is supposed to be done in the backend, but we'll just do it here. And then we'll return this code. So we are going to decode the message. Response and we are going to decode the body. Yes, and end this here. Okay, so in our catch we'll try and throw the error. Is it? And do this. So Stripe. Sorry, to string rather. So we are done with this method. Just forget about this error. My ID is kind acting up, so um, but it is fine. So next, I will try and create a method that will make the payment. So let me let me add the payment method. So let me make the payment method. So the payment method is going to be a void, a future method. So it's not going to return anything. So make payment. Here we are also going to be passing the amount. I like to do this, and then hmm, so here I will create. I'll convert our amount to penny. So I'll do this first. Amount, penny, and then I hope I'm okay. Still recording. Um, then I'll do this. So this amount is supposed to be. This amount is in string, so we are supposed to convert it to integer because we want to convert um, we want to convert it to penny, and we can't multiply a string because to convert to penny we have to multiply this amount by 100. So I will just do int and convert dot pass and convert this amount to penny by multiplying it by 100. Let's show to string it to int. Then next, oh sorry, I'm making a mistake here. First of all, we are returning something, so we don't need it to be void. And here to change to headers. So I forgot to add s. So next, what we'll be doing is try catch and do e. So final. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass this method here now. So I'll just do payment. And I'll set it equals to this. But I'll do this first, the amount. So I'll pass in the amount. So the amount is going to be this, but this amount requires it to be string, so we'll convert it to string back. And then we'll pass in the currency. So the currency should be GBP. Yeah, I hope I'm correct. Okay, it's supposed to be string. And so next we are going to initialize the payment sheet. So whenever you click on this make payment, the sheet should a bottom sheet should pop up where you fill in your card details. So how do we do it? So first we await and then we call the stripe stripe. So lazy. And we call the instance dot init payment sheet. For the payment sheet, we'll start with the payment sheet parameters, which is let me move this to the next line. Okay, so payment parameter. Wait, am I doing the right thing? Oh, sorry, this is not supposed to. It's supposed to be called setup payment parameter. Yeah, this is it. So inside this, let me put this. We'll just put. So inside this, we are going to call payment client secret, and we'll add this. So now we are going to do this here. So the response we are getting from this endpoint, we'll do this, and then we'll do something like this. Client secret. You see, this secret, we are supposed to be getting it from the backend, but since we are doing it here, and make sure the spelling is correct. Yeah, I think I'm good to go. Then you have to set the style, because without this style it's not going to work. So I'll just do theme mode. Where is it? Okay, yeah. Dot. You can choose either dark, light, system. System means that whenever you change to dark, whenever you change your phone settings to dark mode, it's just going to adapt with the theme of your phone settings. Or let's just use light. I like light because light attracts bug. Then next we'll have to merchant name, whatever you want to name. Just let's call it Stripe payment. You can name. So this will be the name of like your company or something. So let's just put Stripe payment, and then next we are going to do bills detail. Just add this bill. It has to be const. Sorry, we have to put comma, and then bills. Yeah, bills detail. What next? I think we are done with this part. Then we next we, after calling this, then we call we make another await. So we present after giving all this detail out, then we'll now present the sheet. This part is just to initialize the payment sheet, while this is just to present it to the user. So we also need to do this stripe. I'll declare this later. Just let me just call this first and then do payment intent. Then okay, let me declare it here. In case I will need it, so I just want to declare it here so that wherever I need it, I can call the response of the body of the payment intent. So I'll just do string. Then call this. So okay, so payment. I think we are done with this payment. So the next thing we'll be doing now is to call this make payment. So on our button, I'm just going to do this in our button, our elevated button. So I'm supposed to be passing the amount. So this is the controller, so I'll pass the amount. No, sorry. Okay, yeah. Then I'll pass the amount. Let me just type it. I don't know why. Let's text. Then end it here. So let me go over it again. Here we click on the button to make payment, and in the payment method, first of all, we are passing the amount, which is a string. So first of all, we have to convert it to penny, because that, based on their recent documentation, you have to convert it to penny. You have to pass in the penny, and the user is not going to be putting amount in penny. He's going to be putting it based on pounds. Pounds or euros, I'm not really sure, but I don't know what GBP is. Please pardon me. Probably it should be one of the two, either euros or pounds. So I'm passing the amount. I'll pass the amount and then convert it to integer, because this is a string. Then multiply it by 100, which is going to convert the amount to penny. And then in my try and catch, I'm going to call the create payment intent, which is what I said earlier on, that we are supposed to do this in the backend. So I'll be passing the amount and the currency we are going to be using. You can pass in whatever currency you want. So I'll pass in the amount, pass in the currency, and also make an HTTP request to this endpoint. This endpoint is for payment intent. That's for you to make payment. And then we pass the body, which is this, which has the amount and currency, and then create our header. Authorization, we'll start with bearer, then add our secret key, and then we add the content type, which is this, and then return the body. will do the code and then get the body. So this endpoint is returning the body of this method is returning the body of this endpoint, and then let's go back to our make payment. So here now we are getting in this create payment, we are getting our um, the body of the response. So next, we initialize the payment sheet and we pass in everything. Then inside the payment sheet, we'll, we'll get because this is the response of the payment intent. We'll get in the response there is a field called client secret. So which we are going to get the client secret and pass it when we are initializing the payment sheet, and then would at the end of everything will present the payment sheet for the user so that he can try and add uh, his details, his card details. Let me. So before I hit this, I noticed that I've made a mistake somewhere. So okay, for this make payment, here is a future method. We are supposed to await it, because if we look at this, it we are hitting an endpoint which is going to happen in the future, so we need to await this. So with this said, then we'll just need to test what we've done so far. So let me add 20, make, oh sorry, I need to refresh. Then let's pay. Okay, so as we can see, it's working. So let's try and test. Let's do this. Mm, let's try test cards. So we'll just take one of the test cards. So this is the documentation. Okay, so let's use this. So we'll just add photo. So we just need to put a future, let's say month 12 of 25 and 1 2 3, and this is not really necessary, so we'll just do this. No, we don't need this. Okay, let's just add something here. Okay, now we can make payment here. So we've made the payment. So before we are done, we need to do something. I need to show you guys something, and without that, this cannot work. So first of all, we need to follow this requirement. First, you have to use Android 20 API level 21 and above. The Kotlin version is supposed to be 1.0.8. Let me just show you where you can change your Kotlin version. So sorry, it's the other build. So this is where you put your, and mine, as you can see, is above 1.8. So you just need to read the documentation. This is the build Gradle in the Android folder. in the in the root, which is sorry, which is okay. Let me under build. Yeah, you are correct. So it's supposed to be here. Okay, this is it. This is the build grid we are going to look at. Then this part is very very important. So let me show you in their example. So all you need to do is just to add this this line, these two lines, as you can see in their example, just these two lines. Let me show you in my code what I did too. That will be style. So as you can see, this two line is the same with what I showed you previously. All you need to do is just to navigate to it, which is in your app source main. So this is the part. Then also you need to um, you need to look at this part. Also, all you need to do is just look at their example and just copy what they did in their example, which is this part. Just copy everything. I'll also show you in my code. Okay, this is it. So you just paste it, and this your main activity. It's in your app. Then you go to source, and then you go to main, and you go to Kotlin, and then you go to this your main activity. That is how you navigate. And then lastly, which is very very important because without it, it's not going to work. All these things I'm mentioning, if you don't do it, it's not going to work. So first of all, you have to create a pro guard rule file, and then you copy this and then paste it inside this file that you've created. Let me show you where you are going to create it. So if you look at this, where is my program? Uh, so in your app, once you enter this Android, you click on your app. As you can see, you create your pro guard rules, and inside your pro guard rule, you copy all these things here. And what this does is it helps you minimize your make your app smaller, like minimize and compress um, the Stripe functionality. So because without this, first it's not going to work. Whenever you click on pay, it's just going to crash. So to prevent those kind of things, you have to add this here, your ProGuard, and this your ProGuard just it helps you compress all the unnecessary code for you. So without it, your app is just going to be very large, and it's going to be crashing whenever you click on pay. So once you follow all these rules inside this part, you are supposed to everything is supposed to work seamlessly. So I think that is all uh, uh, on Stripe payment. And please don't forget, you are not supposed to um, create payment intent on the front end. We are just doing that because we don't have a backend. So so this part, which is all this with the endpoint and the authorization is supposed to be done on the back end. So that is all for now, and kindly subscribe and click on the like button. Thank you.